Hello Tokusatsu community, welcome back to Toku Topics. Today is episode 11 of my SODO Sunday series. This is the series where I talk about all the newest updates in the SODO and SODO line of figures from Japan. And today, oh boy do we have a bunch of news. Today is the longest probable episode of SODO Sundays because every franchise has something new and exciting for it. Ultraman, Super Sentai, and Kamen Rider. So without any further waiting, let's finally get into it with SODO Sundays episode 11 begins now. So, let's begin our news with Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider has news for both Build and X-Aid, and it's extremely exciting for both of them. While X-Aid has been over since September, the new Kamen Rider X-Aid Another Ending Trilogy is coming out very soon, and there were some forms revealed for this special a long time ago, a couple months ago. And these new forms are finally getting some representation in the form of Kamen Rider Genmu, God Maximum Gamer, Level Billion, and Kamen Rider Laser, Level X. These repainted forms are finally getting some SODO figures, and this time, no premium Bandai release for these, which is actually kind of surprising to be honest. This is being confirmed to be releasing as alongside Build Set 8. That's right, Set 8 in April of 2018. So, what that sounds like is they didn't really make it super clear, but it sounds like either these two figures are part of the Build Set 8 lineup, or they were just going to be coming out at the same time as Build Set 8. So, there are still some things from the Another Trilogy, like the Another Ending Trilogy, that absolutely could get SODO figures, like Another Paradox. Only time will tell to see if we will get more, and more official details of this release will come later on, but this is extremely exciting, especially if you're a fan of X-Aid, like I am. Moving over to Kamen Rider Build, also keeping in the theme of Kamen Rider X-Aid, is an extremely exciting figure. If you follow me on Twitter, last weekend when that was revealed, you know that I was a little happy about it, a little excited. And that is, one of Build's Gombarizing forms is actually getting a SODO figure, which is insane. They never do that. Ghost has had Gombarizing forms, X-Aid had Gombarizing forms, and they never get any kind of toy, ever. But, this time, Kamen Rider Build, his Dr. Gamer form, which is the models based off of Kamen Rider X-Aid, is actually getting a form figure, physical figure, to join Grease in Set 6, which is just insane. I cannot believe that they're actually making a figure of that form. It looks fantastic. Of course, you can, do any trial form you would like to do with it. It has like a nice video game controller on his arm, and it looks fantastic. So I was extremely excited about this figure, because this could possibly mean that they could make the other Gombarizing forms such as Orange, Metal, Momotaros, Mahotsukai, all those other ones could come. We don't know, but if this is one that is coming, it means the other ones are not completely out of the question. Kamen Rider Build is not done. Kamen Rider Build has another set releasing in April, which is the Guardians set. So if you want your riders to be able to fight any villain of any kind, from Build really, except for the Smash, so not really every villain of any kind, but this is the Guardians, which are like the robot soldiers that Faust and all the different nations have. And this set has got you covered. Has every single version, all three different regions. Their Guardians are represented. The Foundation X, those ones from Heisei Generation's Final, those are represented. The suited ones, the construction worker ones, the regular ones, every version of the Guardians that you could think of is coming out in a special Guardians set aside from the normal Build numbered line. So you can get them in their own set, and they come with armor parts. You can sticker them up to be however you want to represent any different kind of Guardian that you can think of that has been in any kind of Build form or anything. That is awesome. It's very similar to the Bugster sets that SODO line did last year. So obviously those did well enough for them to have done the Guardians, and it's a very welcome addition to the SODO line because that's perfect for any Build display if you want to have the Build riders fight, Grease and Guardians together. If only we get some Smash, that would be really cool. Maybe one day we'll get a Smash set or something. But, SODO line, it always seems to just do something unexpected. And that is, once again, just absolutely killing it with the SODO line here, guys. Moving over to the new Super Sentai series, Lupin Ranger vs. Pato Ranger. Not only, a couple weeks ago when I did episode 9, we talked about the reveal of the Pato and Ichigo and the Lupin Red figures for the Yudo line. Well, this time, we actually have confirmation that they are not doing what Q-Ranger did and just having 3 of the 12. This time we were getting the full teams for both Lupin Ranger and Pato Ranger, and that is awesome. So you're getting for the Lupin Rangers, Lupin Red, Lupin Blue, and Lupin Yellow. And for the Patsu Rangers, you're getting Patsuren Ichigo, Patsuren Nigo, and Patsuren Sango. So this is just awesome. Like, Japan never does full team figures for any Super Sentai, and they look great. They come with an array of accessories. They come with their changer. They come with their swords for each team, whichever sword each team has, and they come with tiny little versions of their mecha so that you can actually put on the changers and stuff. It's exactly everything you would need to have a fully representation team of Patsu Ranger or Lupin Ranger in your collection. So this is a very exciting set. Hopefully the Yoda figures continue, and Bandai has heard your complaints about the Yoda figures for Q Ranger having too many stickers, feeling too hollow and cheap. And this time, they fixed that, where not as much things are stickers. They're still stickers, but not as much as the Q Ranger figures were. And some of the joints have been, more up to par with the SODO line. That way, they just feel better and more closer to the SODO line. And this is definitely turning the Yoda line into a different direction that is great and exactly what it needed. So that is really exciting, and thank you, Bandai. And then finally, a series that has had updates, and I always seem to miss them, and I'm sorry about that, but this time I do want to keep going back into it. This is the SODO update for Ultraman. Ultraman versus set, I believe this is 6, was revealed to have the following figures: Ultraman Belial, or Belii, I never know how to pronounce that, the evil Ultraman. His nemesis, Ultraman Zero. Then there's also Darklops Zero, which is an alternate evil version of Ultraman Zero, and Ultraman 80. So these 4 Ultramen are joining the SODO line for Ultraman, and of course, like all the other SODO lines that Ultraman usually delves into, these come with like building apart effects and weapon apart effects and just effects for all these figures, and they look great. So once again, that is another Ultraman set update. I will try to keep more up to date with those. You can follow my Twitter account for SODO and SODO updates, which is at SODO Fountain. That account has not gotten as much attention. I haven't given as much attention as I would like to, but in coming months here, that is absolutely going to change and become just as informative as any other SODO update or SODO Sunday episode. So that is that. So Guardian set also releases in April, along with Build Set 8 and the additional new X8 figures. So April is definitely a very exciting month if you are a SODO collector or a fan. So great things coming here. Great things coming here from Ultraman and Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. Very exciting things, very awesome new figures, and I'm just absolutely excited and happy to be a fan of the SODO line at this time. And that is really about it for this long and really cool episode of SODO Sundays here on Toku Topics. Of course, there'll be a blog post to go along with this episode down on the Toku Toy Story News blog down in the link description below. Linked in the description below, not downlinked. So, of course, as I say with all my videos, until next time, Tokusatsu forever. Hello, I'm Josh Perry, and thank you for watching another episode of SODO Sundays here on the Toku Toy Story YouTube channel. Be sure to check out the rest of my content over at Toku Topics, link in the description below. And don't forget to check out the Toku Toy Story News blog, also linked in the description below. Tokusatsu forever.